How many of you have ever wanted to stamp something for a card, for a birthday, for something, anything?
Me.
You can use stamps for many different things, but today I'm going to teach you how to use stamps with a birthday card. And you're going to need paper and stamps. The first thing you're going to need is clearly paper, but it's not going to be the same paper. It's going to be like cardstock. Cardstock is not the same as printer paper. It's thicker and it comes in different colors. It's also harder to cut, so keep that in mind. Second, when you're using your paper, you're going to want to remember that for a boy's birthday, for example, you're not going to use Christmas colors. You're not going to use pink. You're going to use blue and green. And the same thing goes for a girl's birthday. So make sure your colors are aesthetically pleasing and that they go together. Something that can help you with this is a Stampin' Up! Color Coach, which is wonderful, and they sell these in other brands. You can find them at Walmart, and you point to any color and it'll show you what colors go with it, so that's always nice. And the next thing you need is a paper cutter. So you're going to use a paper cutter, but you can also use scissors. Paper cutters do better than scissors do, at least, especially with cardstock. And when you're cutting your paper, you want to make sure you don't have any ragged edges. You're going to start off with something like this. It's plain and big, and you're going to want to narrow it down to something this size. Your final card will look like this. It'll be about this size. So when you're doing it, you're going to want to make it about 5 by 6 or so. And then you can just get started with your paper. You're going to want to cut in small sizes. Depends on what size stamp you have. If you're using small stamps like these, you're going to want to cut towards about the size of the wooden part for the stamp. And then when you do that, you can easily place your stamp on it, and so it's not too disproportionate. You also have to be prepared to glue or tape your smaller pieces of paper onto your bigger piece of paper for your stamp. So you're going to want a big piece for the card, and then you're going to get smaller contrasting colors. So you're going to want a big piece like this and a smaller piece like this to go together. So you're going to, like I said, be prepared to use glue, tape, or these photo splitters. Photo splitters work really well. And then you can get ready to make a card. So now that you have your paper, you need to get your stamps. You need stamps that have words on them if you're making happy birthday, and you need stamps that go together. This is a cake, balloons, and a nice little present bag. This thing right here is a Stampin' Up! Idea creator. It's great and tells you things like how you can print patterns onto paper. So it gives really good idea, and just like I'm about to show you, it tells you exactly how to firmly place your stamps and do everything like that. So when you're making it, you want to go ahead and fold your paper. So you're going to have your paper folded. This is your big piece, whatever color you want your big piece to be. And then you're going to want to get your ink, whatever type of ink you're using, and you're going to want to open it up and then take your main stamps, and you're going to want to press firmly down. You're going to press it firmly down on your ink pad, so it's going to go pretty firm down. You're going to hold it down like that so you can see all the ink on the pad. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take whatever piece of paper that you want it on, and you're going to take it and you're going to press it firmly down like this. You're going to want to use a firm surface like a table, and then hold it down for 3 to 5 seconds, and then lift straight up when you pull away, and then you're going to have your nice image. And then when you do that, like here with this here, we have your stamp, which is going to be nice firmly on the lighter color, and then when you're done, you can put that on your bigger color. Once you move through there, you're going to have to take your other smaller colors and figure out how you want to place these. So for example, you take a couple stamps, like I said, the birthday cake and the bag, and you're going to want to place it somewhere where it looks nice and it's simple. You don't want to go overly extravagant, especially with a birthday card. So you're going to want to, like I said, you're going to want to use your photo splitters, and you're going to place the photo splitters on the back of the paper. So, or you can use tape or glue, like I said. So you're going to take a photo splitter, and then you're going to stick it on, or like I said, tape, pull it off. It's double-sided, and then you can just stick it right onto your bigger piece. That way everything sticks appropriately, and it'll actually stay. It'll actually stay like really well. And then once you've placed it on, you're gonna firmly, like really hard, push your smaller piece onto your bigger piece. Now it'll stay, but you want to make sure that that's where you want your piece, because like I said, it's going to stick, and it's going to stick and stay really well. So you're going to artfully arrange it however you want. Sometimes it's just a lot easier to do something simple like I've done here, which is cut them into basically the same size, put them on, and then put them straight down vertically onto your card. And then you move to what you're doing on the inside of the card. The inside of the card is always important. That's why you make a homemade card instead of buying cards which already come with pre-written messages and everything like that. Now this stamp set, you can buy stamp sets. They come together, and this one just says happy birthday on it. It's really small, and like you've used in this, your light pink and your purple on the outside, you can use your small sheet of pink. Go ahead and do like I've shown you. You place your stamp down pretty hardly into your ink, then place it firmly onto your paper. You're going to want to then, like I said, put your paper in. Now with a homemade card, it's nice to make the inside something nice and simple. That way you have a lot of room to write. That's, again, why you often make a homemade card. So once you've had your happy birthday or whatever it says stamped on and put in here, then you're just going to hold it down. It's a lot easier. Often a person opens a card, they look at it, open it, and then this is what they see. This is usually blank or something like that. Unless you have a lot to say. If you have a lot to say, you put it on this side. But most people put it on this side, and then they write a little paragraph, happy birthday, love you, yada, 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 whatever. Works perfectly fine. And then you have your homemade stamped card. These go over really well. You can also make your own envelopes. You can buy envelopes for these. You can attach them to presents. You can do whatever you want with these. They don't have to be birthday. You can make them for Christmas. You can make them for weddings, baby showers, everything. They work perfect. They work wonderfully, and they're so unique, and they are personalized, which is, once again, why you're making a homemade card. So it's very simple to make your card. They can be heartfelt, creative, and look good at the same time. The only thing you need to remember is, once again, your paper, and you got to use it right. The colors have to go together, or else it's just not going to look well. And then you need to use your stamps correctly. And you need to remember to clean your stamps also, because if you don't, then the ink's going to stay and the stamps will slowly deteriorate. So just make sure you use your stamps, put them firmly, use your paper, tape them down with the photo splits, and with those easy steps you can easily make a homemade card. So good luck!